What happens when the tribal chief returns, but nothing is the same? Buckle up, because Monday Night Raw just changed forever. What's up, Suplex Rumble family? Welcome back to the channel where we break down the biggest moments, the most shocking twists, and everything that makes professional wrestling the greatest form of entertainment on the planet. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because you do not want to miss a single moment of wrestling history as it unfolds. And to my returning viewers, you already know we're about to dive deep into something absolutely monumental. Today, we're talking about a moment that has sent shockwaves through the entire wrestling world. Roman Reigns has returned to Monday Night Raw, but this isn't just another comeback. Oh no. This is a reinvention, a revolution, the beginning of a new bloodline era that nobody saw coming. Let's break this down piece by piece, moment by moment, and explore why this might be the most significant return in Roman Reigns' legendary career. Before we get into the jaw-dropping details of this return, we need to understand the context. Where was Roman Reigns? What led to this moment? And why does this return feel so different from anything we've seen before? For months, the wrestling landscape has been operating without the tribal chief. The throne was empty. The bloodline was fractured. Solo Sikoa had taken control, bringing in new members, creating his own version of the family dynasty. The Usos were navigating their own path. And the entire WWE universe was asking the same question: when will Roman return? And more importantly, how will he return? The absence of Roman Reigns created a power vacuum unlike anything we've witnessed in modern wrestling. Think about it. For over 1,000 days, Roman held championship gold. For years, he dominated SmackDown, controlled storylines, and established himself as the undisputed head of the table. His presence was gravitational. Every storyline orbited around him. But absence, as they say, makes the heart grow fonder. And in this case, absence also created anticipation. Speculation ran wild. Would he challenge for a championship immediately? Would he confront Solo Sikoa? Would he rebuild the original bloodline? Every podcast, every YouTube channel, every wrestling forum was buzzing with theories. And then Monday Night Raw happened. And nobody predicted what we were about to witness. Let me paint the picture for you. Monday Night Raw. The arena is electric. The show is building toward its climactic moments. And then, the music hits. That familiar, iconic entrance theme that has become synonymous with dominance, with legacy, with the tribal chief himself. The crowd erupts. I mean, the roof nearly comes off the building. Camera phones light up the arena like stars in the night sky. Everyone is on their feet. This is the moment they've been waiting for. Roman Reigns walks out, and immediately you can feel something is different. The energy, the aura, the way he carries himself. There's a confidence that somehow feels renewed, recharged. He's not just returning. He's arriving as something more. He makes his way to the ring with that deliberate, measured pace that tells you he's in complete control. Every step calculated, every movement purposeful. This is a man who has spent his time away not resting, but planning, not recovering, but strategizing. The microphone is in his hand. The crowd is deafening. And as the music fades, as the arena hangs on every breath, Roman delivers the words that everyone needs to hear: he's back. But more importantly, he's evolved. This isn't the Roman Reigns who left. This is a more focused, more dangerous, more calculated version of the tribal chief. And he's not alone. Now here's where things get absolutely insane. We all remember Paul Heyman, the special counsel, the Wiseman, the man who stood beside Roman through his entire championship reign, providing counsel, cutting promos, and adding that perfect layer of legitimacy and gravitas to everything the tribal chief did. But Paul Heyman has been aligned with other talent. The landscape shifted. And in Roman's absence, alliances changed. So the question everyone asked was, who would stand beside Roman now? Would he go solo? Would he bring back Heyman? Would he recruit from the existing roster? The answer? None of the above. Roman Reigns introduces us to his new Wiseman. And this is where jaws collectively hit the floor across the wrestling world. This isn't someone we've seen in this role before. This is a fresh alliance, a strategic partnership that opens up completely new storytelling possibilities. The new Wiseman walks out, and immediately you understand the chemistry. The way they stand together. The way Roman nods as his new counsel speaks. This isn't just a manager and a wrestler. This is a partnership built on mutual respect, shared vision, and a hunger to dominate in ways we haven't seen before. The promo that follows is absolute gold. The new Wiseman speaks with authority, with intelligence, with that perfect balance of respect for the tribal chief and confidence in their shared mission. They acknowledge Roman's legacy but make it clear, what came before was just the foundation. What's coming next is the empire. They talk about the fractured bloodline. They address Solo Sikoa's leadership. They acknowledge the challengers, the pretenders, and everyone who thought Roman's throne was up for grabs. And they make one thing crystal clear: the tribal chief is back, and he's bringing a storm. So what does this new Bloodline era actually mean? Let's break down the implications, because this is multi-layered storytelling at its absolute finest. First, we have the obvious confrontation brewing with Solo Sikoa's version of the Bloodline. This is family versus family, legacy versus ambition. The original leader returning to face the faction that formed in his absence. The storytelling possibilities here are endless. Will the Usos choose sides? Will there be a civil war within the family? How will traditional Samoan values and wrestling heritage play into this conflict? Second, we have the introduction of fresh dynamics with the new Wiseman. This partnership brings new strategies, new promo opportunities, and a fresh energy to Roman's presentation. It keeps his character from becoming stale while maintaining everything that made him the most dominant champion in recent memory. Third, and this is huge, we have the cross-brand implications. Roman returning to Raw specifically, not SmackDown, signals a potential shift in the entire WWE landscape. Is he targeting the World Heavyweight Championship? Is he looking to establish Raw as his brand? Is this about legacy building beyond what he accomplished on SmackDown? And fourth, we have the psychological warfare element. Roman didn't just return to fight. He returned to make a statement. He returned with a plan. The new Wiseman isn't just a mouthpiece. They're a strategist, a chess player helping the tribal chief navigate this new era of competition. The WWE Universe is now watching a masterclass in character evolution. Roman has taken everything that worked about his previous run and refined it, upgraded it, made it better. This is how you keep a character feeling fresh while honoring what made them special in the first place. Now let's talk about how the wrestling world has responded to this moment, because the reaction has been absolutely incredible. Social media exploded. Within minutes, Roman Reigns was trending worldwide. Wrestling journalists are calling this one of the most significant returns of the decade. Fans are creating fantasy booking scenarios, designing new merchandise concepts, and debating what this means for upcoming premium live events. The beauty of this storyline is that it appeals to everyone. Hardcore fans appreciate the long-term storytelling, the callbacks to Bloodline history, and the fresh twists that keep the narrative unpredictable. Casual viewers get an exciting, larger-than-life character returning with new allies and clear antagonists to face. Wrestling podcasts are dedicating entire episodes to breaking down every detail. The body language between Roman and his new Wiseman, the specific words chosen in the promo, the reactions from other superstars backstage, the potential match UPS this creates. And here's what I love most, this return creates opportunities for so many talents. Solo Sikoa now has a legitimate main event storyline. The Usos have layers to their characters. New rivalries can form. Championships become more prestigious when the tribal chief is in the conversation. Rising stars can make their names by challenging Roman. This is what great wrestling storytelling looks like. One return, one new alliance, and suddenly the entire landscape shifts. Directions change. Stories gain new life. And we as fans get to experience something special. So there you have it, Suplex Rumble family. Roman Reigns has returned, and professional wrestling will never be the same. A new Wiseman, a new Bloodline era, and unlimited potential for where this story goes next. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think the new Wiseman is, and what do they bring to the table? How do you see the confrontation with Solo Sikoa playing out? What matches do you want to see Roman in during this new chapter? And most importantly, are you ready to acknowledge the tribal chief once again? If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. It helps the channel tremendously and lets me know you want more content like this. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're covering every major wrestling moment as it happens. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Check out the videos on screen for more wrestling analysis, predictions, and breakdowns of the biggest storylines happening right now. And as always, follow Suplex Rumble on all social media platforms for behind-the-scenes content, community discussions, and exclusive updates. Thank you so much for watching. Keep celebrating this amazing art form we love. Keep supporting the wrestlers who put their bodies on the line to entertain us. And remember, in the world of professional wrestling, anything can happen. This is Suplex Rumble, reminding you to stay loud, stay passionate, and